Hey folks, welcome you all to a new video. This is CA Ganesh Bharadwaj. In this video, I am going to announce the schedule for the much awaited revision batch of Costing and FM for the upcoming May 2024 exams. And before I get started into this video, I want to share two important things with you all. Number one, so as you all must be aware, our regular batch recordings for Costing and FM were a super success and have been successfully completed with all your support. And every day I've been getting your heartfelt wishes as feedbacks. And thank you so much, guys. I'm really happy that you guys love the classes. And I just wanted to thank you all before I start with this video. That is the first message I wanted to share with you all. And number two, again, I've been getting a lot of messages by way of the comments or by way of personal messages regarding one very, I would say, a trending topic that is really impacting many students. Now, many students have told me that, sir, I don't know why I'm finding it difficult to focus or concentrate on my studies, on my academics, on my CA exams, be it any subject. And the reason because of this, and the reason for this is because of the uncertainty of the exams, the upcoming exams. That is, some people are saying the exams might get postponed. Some people are saying, no, the exams will not get postponed. And we all have this uncertainty, even after Institute has officially mentioned that, no, the exams are not going to get postponed. Now, sir, what can I do? How do I focus? And what is your opinion? Will the exams get postponed or not? I just wanted to take a minute to clarify this, because this is not just for one or two students. So many students are having the same issue. And the thing that bothers me the most is the fact that this is hindering with your preparation. And I think that needs to be addressed. Now, first things first, guys, no suspense and all that. In my opinion, I feel the exams will be conducted as per the schedule, right? 99.99% the exams will be conducted as per the schedule. This is what I believe in. Now, in a very remote chance, the chances is very, very, very remote. If at all the exam gets postponed, then that extra time you take it as a bonus. So please don't expect the exams to get postponed. Now, you assume that the exams are going to start as per the original schedule. Based on that, you plan and you start your revision. That's what I would suggest. Now, guys, we can't control what people post on social media, but the only thing that is there in our control is the way we take it. Now, I would say that you don't pay attention to what others are saying with respect to the postponement, because anyways, if at all the postponement comes, then you get an extra time. That's all. So don't plan for it. If it comes, you take it as a bonus. That's what I would say. So just ignore all those things and right now focus on your academics. There is nothing that you and I can do about this. Right? So things that are not in our control, I think should not even be bothered about at the moment. Right now, let us think about our preparation, our revision schedule for the next 1 month, how we are going to do and crack the exams. And that is what a successful person would always do. And I want all of you guys to become super successful in the upcoming May 2024 exams. That is something that I wanted to share at the beginning of this video itself. Now, guys, coming on to the revision schedule. Now, as you all know, I handle two papers. So, I handle Costing and FM, right? For CA Intermediate. Now, as I told you guys that we have planned for a revision batch and that will be released. I mean, we are going to have the revision in the month of April. So now, let me tell you about the schedule. Now, many students would have, you guys might have been, you guys might be having this doubt. Sir, what are the chapters you are going to cover? What is the coverage? What is the duration? All these things I am going to explain. I'm going to decode one by one in this particular video. But before that, first, let me tell you, this costing revision is going to be a YouTube live session. That is, I will tell you the dates and all. So it is going to be an interactive session, right? Of course, I can't see your faces, but you guys can see me. It is going to be a live online live session and it's open for all, obviously on YouTube platform. So no charges for both Costing and FM. Nothing to worry about it, right? With respect to FM, it's going to be a YouTube premiere. YouTube Premier. So what do you mean by YouTube Premier? Now, this, please hear me out till the end. Now, this FM lectures are recorded once, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to premiere it, not upload it. So when I say premiere, let's say on day 1, 4th of April, that's when I've planned, right? I come to the schedule. So on this day at, let's say at 9 a.m. in the morning, right? This video will start, and you all, the students community, can watch it together. You guys can post some live comments and all of that. So discussions can happen. This is called as a YouTube Premiere for those who do not know about it, right? So a YouTube Premiere is not same as YouTube Live. YouTube Live is I will be taking it parallelly at the time you are watching it. That is YouTube Live. YouTube Premiere is, it's a recorded video, but it will be premiered. That is, you cannot fast forward and all. So you guys, you students can plan the time. I will be telling you the time when it's going to get premiered, and you all can watch it together. And once the premiere gets over, right, then this video will remain on YouTube forever. So you need not worry about it. It will be as good as any other uploaded video content on YouTube. Now, let me tell you the rationale why I have decided all these things, and clearly I will explain every single one of the possible doubts that you guys might be having. Now, first, the FM lectures. So paper 6A, as we all know, is financial management, which carries a weight of 50 marks, right? And now, since many students are writing FM as compared to costing, I wanted to first conduct the revision for financial management. Now, trust me guys, the quality of this particular revision is going to be a game changer. And number one. Number two, let me also tell you what I have planned in this premiere. Now, this premiere, that is the revision for FM, ideally is a 2-day revision, but I have split it into 3. In day 1, that is on the 4th of April, today is 2nd, day after tomorrow, so will be your day 1 of your FM revision, right? We will be covering 3 chapters: cost of capital, leverages, and capital structures. These 3 chapters put together will be summing up to 7.5 hours, right? Then on day 2, we will be covering 2 chapters: investment decisions, working capital management. These 2 put together will be summing up to 5 hours in total. And on day 3, exclusively I have kept for covering MCQs of all the chapters. That is, here if you see, we are going to revise 5 important chapters. So then what about the chapters which you are not covering? So one is your ratio analysis, this chapter, and then you have another chapter called as dividend decisions. These 2 practical chapters, I have not included it in the revision. Let me also tell you why. Because out of those 50 marks, your financial management paper gets printed for 60 marks. And out of the 60, if you have watched my exemption strategy video, I would have mentioned that about 40 marks, 35 to 40 marks will get covered under these 4 chapters alone, right? These 4 chapters alone. Now, over and above that, I am also covering working capital management, because that is also an important chapter. But I didn't want to miss out on the revision of this chapter. I told you, so please go in the same order. Overall, if you see, 40 out of the 60 marks is going to get covered just by the day 1 and day 2 of this session. And of course, apart from that, we will be covering 130 plus MCQs, right, from all the 9 chapters of financial management. So what are the 9 chapters? The 5 chapters that I have mentioned here, plus the 2 chapters, ratio analysis, dividend decisions. So it is now 7. Plus there are 2 theory chapters, that is introduction, scope and objective of financial management, and there is one more chapter called as types of financing. These 2 chapters, even those chapters, MCQs will be covered here. So 130 plus MCQs basically is every single MCQ in your ICAI study material will be covered. Sir, case study based MCQs, anyways, it is institute themselves have not come up with a publication for that. Don't worry. Separately, I will be discussing the mock test paper and RTP and all. You need not have to worry about it. This is a revision video. Are you clear with this? Right? So we are going to comprehensively cover every single MCQ in the entire study material for financial management. This is the plan. This is the plan that I have kept, and this is an exclusive content for the new syllabus. Now, let me also tell you one more thing. Sir, these chapters, when were they recorded? The entire revision batch, when were they recorded? A few months back, after the new syllabus was announced. And if you notice, these chapters are already there in our YouTube channel, but they are there not as a premier or not as, day wise. I have kept it as chapter wise. Now, let me just, one second, let me just show it to you. Yes, if you look at this, this is what it is. So at the time of November 2023 itself, I uploaded, just before the November 23 exam itself, I had uploaded these videos, and I made it very clear that this is equally applicable for May 2024 exams also. So these are latest recordings done after introduction of your new syllabus for May 2024, right? So now, sir, what is the difference in terms of the video content? There is no difference, but here I have made it into a premiere where we will be releasing it into three parts, part 1, part 2, part 3, or day 1, day 2, day 3. This is how we have planned for it. Now, sir, why are you not recording it freshly, or why you can't do a YouTube live? Let me also tell you the reason. I can clearly understand what is the question that you guys have in your mind. Now I just went through these recording once, and I felt that these recordings are made exceptionally well. Now, let me be very honest. Now, generally, I am a kind of person who gets satisfied with my work only if it is really good, right? I have set myself some standards, and I felt that the existing recordings of FM, that is revision recording, I'm not giving a regular batch recording and all. No, these are exclusively revision recordings that we have done after the introduction of new syllabus. I felt that the quality of this revision was really good. Number one, the video recordings have come really well. Number one. And number two, I had prepared a dedicated book for marathon, that is for revision. There was a dedicated book for revision that has been made. This is not our regular course content, not our handbook. It is a revision material that I had made, based on which I had made all these videos. So now I felt that this is definitely going to be helpful for your upcoming exams. That is the only reason why I'm actually using the same videos for the purpose of our revision. Now guys, this premiere will actually help you in a certain way. How, sir? Now you guys can tell me whether to release it at 7 a.m. or at 9 a.m. right? I will you can just comment on it below, and I will also adhere to whatever is the majority that we get. Now let's say we announce, or let's say we start the premiere at 7 a.m. Now what you can do is, along with you, actually a group of other students, the entire student fraternity are watching it along with you. So basically you automatically get a very correct feeling that people are watching it together, which you will not get it if it is being published as a separate video like this. And this is the main reason why I combined it day wise also. And this video, day 1 video, will be released on 4th of April at 7 a.m. or 9 a.m. You guys tell me what is the time at which you want to do, and please remember it's going to be for 7.5 hours, and I will upload it at the majority. I mean, whatever majority that I get, that is the time at which I'm going to upload. So let's say, for discussion's sake, majority of you have preferred 7 a.m. in the morning, right? On day 1, that is 4th of April. So this premiere will be released, and obviously you can't directly go to 2nd or 3rd chapter. It will be as if it is a live streaming. Are you clear with this? So you all can sit and start watching it, right? Similarly, on day 2, on the 5th of April, again at, let us say, 7 a.m. right, based on the time that you guys tell me, right? Again, the day 2's investment decisions and working capital management will be released, right? As a single video, a long video, 5-hour video, it will be released. So you can do it along, right? And then immediately after this, you can also revise and practice numerical problems. And on day 3, I will be releasing MCQs. This is just 2 hours. That's why I said ideally it's going to be a 2-day revision for FM. But anyways, since it's including MCQs, I want you guys to spend these 2 days fully and be prepared to attend the MCQs. By the way, when I say MCQs, it's going to be an MCQ discussion. So if you have an MCQ and A, B, C, D, 4 options, I will not say, okay, option B is correct. Let's move to the next one. We will figure out why option B is correct and then we will be doing it, right? And this MCQ discussions, guys, I am exactly keeping the same that we discussed in our regular lectures. So whatever were the MCQs discussed in the regular lectures, I am keeping it in the revision for the benefit of every single student, whether you have bought my revision course or not. So the entire MCQs discussed in our regular batch will be presented to you here and it will be premiered on the 6th of April. Are you clear with this? This is the schedule that I have planned for financial management, and trust me guys, this is going to be a game changer in your preparation. And I'm honestly telling you, because I myself have felt that, the revision that we have done is a comprehensive coverage. It's a comprehensive coverage. We have touched upon all the major concepts inside all these chapters that we have covered. Are you clear with this? Right. Now, sir, what is going to be the overall duration for FM? It's going to be 15 hours approximately, 14 and a half to 15 hours approximately. The weightage is going to be 40 marks. The exam paper gets printed for 60 marks, right? Out of this, you need to write only for 50 marks. And out of that, we are covering 40 marks in this particular revision video itself. Then, what is going to be the coverage, sir? What all will you be covering? Number one, concepts will be revised. Please be very clear. This is a revision video, right? Please don't expect me to, read line by line, or don't expect that you can learn things for the first time. Sir, I have not touched this paper at all. Sir, is this sufficient? Now, I don't want to give you guys a false hope. No, this, as the word goes, as the name of the batch goes, this is going to be a revision video, which means that you should have already prepared it once, either by watching my regular lectures, or by any other faculty's regular lectures, or by yourself, self-study, whatever it is. But definitely one time you should have prepared to watch this revision lecture. Sir, I have not prepared at all. Sir, can I watch this revision lecture? Yes, you can. Something is better than nothing, but I will not say that is, this is a replacement of our regular lecture. Our regular lecture is 100 hours for entire FM. Now, here we are just covering 15 hours. It is an effective tool to revise, not to start your preparation. So let's be very clear on that, right? So we will be revising the concepts. Limited numerical problems will be done. I have handpicked a few numerical problems that touches upon some major concepts, and those numerical problems will be solved, right? Then again, entire 100% of the MCQs given in the institute study material at the back of your book, every chapter, if you see, ICAI would have given some MCQs. Every single MCQ will be covered by us. It's a discussion, not just the answering part. The answers are mentioned in the study material itself. How they have arrived at the answer, why, and all these things we will be doing for all the chapters, not just the 5 chapters, entire 9 chapters, including the theory chapters. MCQ discussion will be made. So this is going to be the schedule for financial management. Clear with this? Now coming to costing. As you all know, costing is a paper for 100 marks, right? So it gets printed. The exam gets printed. The paper gets printed for 120 marks, out of which you need to write for 100 marks. And out of this revision that we are going to see will cover somewhere around 80 marks itself. Again, guys, this is not a substitute for our regular lectures. Costing regular lectures will be for 160 hours. Every single sum out around 300 problems we are solving in the lectures. So now you can't expect the same in a revision batch. This revision batch is for approximately 25 hours. 25 hours, as I told you guys, it is going to be comprehensive. So it's not just a marathon and all, it's going to be a revision lecture, only 25 hours. Now, how have I scheduled this? This costing is going to be what? A YouTube live session, that is, on these days, I will be interacting with you all, and I will be taking this alongside. It's going to be a live session. Clear with this? That is the meaning of live, by the way, right? So now here On day 1, we are going to cover 3 chapters, cost sheet, overheads, ABC. Right? On day 2, that is 9th, we are going to cover marginal costing, process costing. On 10th, we will be covering service costing, cost accounting systems, material costing. Right? On these 3 days, we will be covering all these things on a YouTube live model. Then on the day 4, last day alone, what we are going to do is standard costing. This chapter, 4 hours of revision I have already uploaded on our YouTube channel. I will just show this 1 second. So this, just a minute. So I have uploaded this. Yes. So this video, if you see, so this is going to be the standard costing revision. If you see, this is for about 4 hours. Now the entire chapter is getting covered in this particular video, and this is definitely, in my opinion, once again, one of the best videos on standard costing I've ever made. So I wanted to retain it. Again, I'm going to premiere it so that you guys can watch it together. Now guys, honestly, I'm telling you, it will not take me any extra time, or I'm not a kind of person who is lazy to, do this again. The reason why I'm doing this is it has come out really well, and you can just go through the comment section here. Many students have felt that it was super useful for them, and personally, I also want you guys to make use of this, and it's an open challenge that in a span of just 4 hours, you will be in a position to tell every single formula in this chapter, standard costing. We will be doing 4 questions, comprehensive questions, right? So, 1 under material cost variance, 1 under labor cost variance, 1 under variable overhead cost variance, and 1 under fixed overhead cost variance. It has come out extremely well. So, day 4, we will be covering standard costing, and then all the entire 150 plus MCQs covered in our regular lectures, and the past exam theory questions, all these things that were covered in our regular lecture, that also I'm going to put it. And on day 4, we will be releasing these 2. This is what we have planned for. So in costing revision, day 4 alone will be a YouTube premiere. Again guys, YouTube premiere means it's not a live, it's a recorded video, but it will be premiered in such a way that you guys can watch it together, right? Trust me, it is going to be very, very, very useful to you all, because I have handpicked the chapters, and whatever were the recordings that in my opinion were really good, I want you guys to experience it definitely the month before your exam, and that is the only reason why I'm doing this. Clear with this guys, right? And so here, to sum it up, block your dates. So here if you see, so on 4th, 5th and 6th, we have our FM revision lectures, right? And again, so if you see here in between, we are just taking a day gap. 7th alone, we are taking a day gap. You can just revise the other parts. Then you can come on to this 8, 9, 10 and 11. If you see, these are the 4 days we will be having our costing revision, and these 3 days I will be taking a YouTube live. I will be spending time along with you. At the time when you guys are watching the lectures, I will be taking it live, online live model. And on day 4, it's going to be a YouTube premiere, as I just told you. So please block your dates from 4th to 11th if you have both costing and FM. And for those who are only attempting costing or only attempting FM, you guys can also plan your time accordingly. Are you clear with this? And please do comment below as to when you want to start the particular class every day. That is, I'm giving you 2 options, 7 a.m. or at 9 a.m. So please guys, you just tell me the time that you guys want me to start, and accordingly we will be doing it. And if you notice here, since these are already recorded, I am able to come up with the hours, the exact hours. Whereas here, I am not going by the hours. I am only going to go based on the concepts, the coverage that I have promised for. And here again, if you see, I've planned for about 25 hours. Even if it goes beyond, it's okay. I want to make sure that all these concepts are properly revised. Most of the important aspects are properly revised. That is the objective here. And one more thing, guys, I've heard you all. Many students have been asking me with respect to these 4 chapters. Sir, overheads, ABC, marginal costing, process costing. So these 4 chapters, we are looking for a revision. Now, yes, I heard you all. So that's the main reason why I have incorporated this. And all these chapters that I'm going to cover in the revision lecture are based on the exemption strategy that I told you guys, the important chapters that I told you guys. On the basis of that only, I'm going to conduct this particular revision batch, right? So it's going to be a coverage. I mean, it's going to be for about 25 hours, a coverage of 75 to 80 marks. And what will we be doing here? A concept revision, numerical problems. Again, I'm telling you, limited. Please don't expect me to do every single question. That's not possible with the limited time available. Mark your words, this is a revision lecture, not the main course, right? And ICA MCQs and theory. And by the way, guys, in our regular lecture, I don't know how many of you noticed this, marginal costing is the biggest chapter of all. In our regular lectures, we have done 31 questions in marginal costing, and this chapter alone came for about 21 hours of recordings, right? So here I will try to cover as many concepts inside marginal costing as possible. It's going to be a super revision, right? And please, again and again, I'm telling you, because I'm getting this question very often, sir, I have not touched my books till now. Can I start? Can I just completely be dependent on the revision? This revision is the best thing that you can have right now if you are starting your preparation, but preferably use this revision after preparing the subject at least once. That is what I would suggest you all. Clear with this, guys, right? So please mark these dates. These are the revision schedule, and I will see you all in the revision batch very soon. So thank you all so much, and adios amigo.